Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Bryan W. Adams.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining today's Inspire podcast. I'm so excited to be joined by Mary Elyse Farah, our president of the Integrity Foundation, for us to talk about one of the most special things that we do here at Integrity, and it's about integrity giving back. You know, this week, it is a week about thinking about how grateful we all are to live in this great country, and we get to celebrate Thanksgiving. I hope you and your family have a wonderful Thanksgiving, but we also get a chance to think about all the things that we've been given and the ways that we've been blessed. And as many of you remember, a few years ago, my son Asher was in the hospital, and while we were going through that, the nurse brought in a Nerf gun, and it was this incredible experience that just kind of brought joy to really a difficult time that we were going through there. And Asher had this idea that we should be giving back and making sure other kids get toys. And so that year we came back to the office and said, hey, we're gonna do a little match for a toy drive. And if you wanna give a toy, then we're gonna match a toy. And it has just taken off from what we've done. In fact, our first year, we said we wanna match, we wanna come up with 500 toys to give to Dallas Children's Hospital where we were. And we ended up giving 3,000 toys to Dallas Children's. And it was so humbling to watch them receive those, especially as you think about just the impact that giving a toy can really have in really a patient's care, especially around the holidays. And so in our first year, we had this idea to give away 500 toys to Dallas Children's Hospital. And it was something that we were so passionate about, and especially Asher, of thinking about, like, wouldn't that be cool if we could help 500 kids? But we came back to our office and said, hey, we're gonna do this, and here's the purpose. And if anybody wants to give a toy, you can just go on to Amazon, buy a toy, bring it up here, and we'll match it. And so we decided as a family that we would match one for one any toy that somebody donated. And then Integrity stepped up and said, we'll also match that. And so that year we ended up not giving 500 toys away. We gave 3,000 toys to Dallas Children's Hospital. And it was such a special moment to see the joy on their face as we got to deliver those. And frankly, I think we were the people who were the most blessed because you get that joy of being able to give back. And so last year we opened this up throughout the entire country and said, find a children's hospital that you want to support, find a Ronald McDonald House, find an organization that you want to give back to. And what an incredible way to give back in giving toys to kids. And so you guys responded in such a big way. In fact, Robin and I said that our family would match any donation that anybody gave for toys. And then Integrity also would match it. And we set a goal of giving away 5,000 toys. But you all responded in such an Integrity way. I mean, Integrity always goes big, regardless of what we do. And we ended up giving away 16,000 toys last year, and that was incredible. So this year in Integrity Gives Back, we're doing it again, and I'm so excited about having this toy drive and for us to be able to, especially across the Integrity platform, for us to really think about, especially as we're, having this time to think about how thankful we are, to be in this country and to have the incredible opportunities that we have, including our health, thinking about how can we give back to kids, especially who maybe not as fortunate. In fact, Mary Elyse, I was just on social media, and one of our friends, they had their daughter down at Dallas Children's, and they were showing different things that she was doing, and she had a teddy bear that she was practicing listening to, like the teddy bear's heart and things on social media. And it was one of the teddy bears that we gave away. How cool is that?
That's very cool.
The impact that we have is amazing. And it just continues from that side. And especially this heart of service. So let's talk about what all we're going to do. So last year, man, the Integrity family stepped it up. And every time we say this, we continue to give back more. Now, including the matches, so Robin and I are going to match a toy for everyone. I got to tell you, one of the most fun things we do is we get the boys engaged, and we say we get on Amazon and we start going through the toys, and they're getting the fun stuff that they want to have as well, and then we get to pick them out and say, okay. And what's amazing is when you go in there and you look and go, there's 25 of that item. That's a Nerf gun. We're going to get all 25. Yep. It's so much fun. We ship them back here because we didn't want to have to transport them there. So we've got Amazon gift lists and things of that nature. Integrity will also match. So I'm going to match. Integrity will match. How many toys overall with the match do we plan on giving this year?
Well, because like you said, Integrity likes to go big. I have no doubt that we can set a goal of 20,000 toys, including all of those very generous matches, to donate to our children's hospital in the Dallas area this year. Man,
listen, 20,000 toys. And that's not just in Dallas, but that's throughout the country. And man, listen, we want you all to be able to give joy to people. And don't think about toys, those 20,000 kids.
That's right.
They get some really cool things. And we've got some things we've already started ordering. So Robin and I decided to start getting ahead of the game here. So we started ordering, Integrity started ordering. I mean, think about like some of these, like a Nerf gun.
You got this is your favorite T-Rex?
So T-Rex for the Leadership Academy.
This is a dancing Elmo. He slides around.
Elmo's coming back.
Yeah.
Elmo's coming back.
Yeah.
This one, check out this thing. What is that?
So this is a squashmallow. These are
that's
what I think they're called.
Oh, that is. So one of our friends, their daughter has one of these things, and she just loves it. But with Tabasco sauce.
Yeah, they've got some Hershey's over here.
That is so fun.
All kinds of good stuff.
There's a lot of good stuff, and this is just the beginning, just to kick us off. What's the easiest way for somebody to participate?
So we have this great opportunity through our Amazon wish list, which you can find at integritygivesback.com. And of course, for you all out in your offices and your local community, we would love for you to get connected to your Ronald McDonald House Children's Hospital, any organization that's serving children and families. You know, do what feels right for you and your community. And if you want to join us and donate here, we would love to have you join that as well.
Yeah, so listen, this is a local thing. This is a personal thing. So, but if you think about it, I mean, going online, sometimes, some people, you kind of think, well, maybe it's a small thing, right? Well, what they use these for is they'll come in and say, we've got to draw blood or you got to get a shot or something. Man, think about that. When you were a little kid, or some of you who have kids, you think about like, how scary that is. Like, and I mean, my kids are like, if I got to get a shot, I'm not doing it. And so they'll come in and go, hey, we got to do a shot, but let's practice, what that's going to look like here on this one. And then if, you're brave enough to do it, then I'm going to give you this. Yeah. And it's little things like that. Even some of the small items that don't cost that much really go a very, very long way. And so the impact that we get to have here is such a big impact. I know you've talked a lot to Dallas Children's. We've gotten really involved with them. And you've heard the stories firsthand about the impact that that has as well. Yeah,
I mean, as you mentioned, they see something like 300,000 children over the course of a year. And that means every treatment that they go for, that can be a surgery, that can be a neonatal visit, that can be a blood draw, and it can be an overnight stay. And it's not only the children, it's the families and the siblings. Yeah. And that's something that I know you and your family have experienced as well. So we have all of these amazing toys for the children who are experiencing the treatment, and then also some joy for the family as well. There's games and there's learning, books and other kinds of ways for families to engage with each other while they're at the hospital.
Yeah, and I mean, like some of these games, I mean, these are really fun. As you're thinking about like build a 2.5 foot dinosaur. Like when you're in a hospital and you're just staying in that bed, man, that is one of the loneliest times. I mean, when Asher was born, he was really premature. He was in the hospital 147 days. And I can tell you that was some of the some days were just scary as could be. Some of them were just emotional. Some of them were just like, normal and boring as can be. And you need stuff to like keep your mind occupied. And, he was a little baby. We couldn't do that much with him. Now that, you have an older kid, that's in the hospital, man, you got to keep them active. They hate being in there. That's why when that nurse came in and gave the Nerf gun, it just kind of made it so much more fun. We set up cups. He would be able to shoot them. And you think about just being in there and being able to read a book like this and then put together a dinosaur. Like, this is going to be so much fun, not just for the patient, but also for the other people in the room, because they have an activity that they can do. And there's so many more things right here that we're going to do. So any idea that you have, I mean, nothing's too big, nothing's too small. So please, let's look at ways to do that. What are some other ways you think that we can get families involved into this?
Well, so shopping together as a family is a
fun.
lot of fun. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
It's really great to be able to sit down and look at the Amazon list, but you could also go to any big box store.
Yeah.
This is the time of year when we're doing a lot of shopping. Some families are. And so you could just grab anything that you see and anything that a kiddo sees.
Yeah.
And maybe a child can think about a time when they were ill or when they didn't feel really well, and what was it that they experienced that made them feel better. And so helping them understand what it's like to be in another person's shoes, especially somebody who might be experiencing pain or suffering, it's a really great way to think about being grateful this time of year and working together as a family to do something really great for the community.
I love it. I think, and for us, it's something really fun to, like I said, just go on there and do that. It's always funny because I got two boys. They're like, Mom, you got to pick out the girl stuff. And last year it was fun. We found some Moana dolls and some, you want to make sure you're getting, especially baby dolls of all ethnicities. That's so that, so that the babies look like the families that are there. And it was so much fun as you start just like opening up that side of it, because my boys were like, I'm not doing it. And then we got into that, and Robin and I had so much fun. It was just super cool. And it's just, personally, I want my kids, I don't care what they do when they grow up. I really don't care what they do. Somebody asked me the other day, what do you want your kids to be when they grow up? And I said, I want them to be kind. And that's the truth. I just want them to be nice people, right? Good people. Man, this gives you a chance to have those conversations about, hey, we're a family that wants to give back. We want to serve others. And this isn't about getting on Amazon and thinking about what you want. It's what you think someone else might want. And think of them in that way. And it's been something that's really helped, so man, you got to fight for that in this culture. It's just easy to get whatever you want, do whatever you want. It's all about us. This is an important part, I think, especially if you have a family, to just invite them to play with you in that, because that's such a thing. So some of the most needed items are stuffed animals.
That's right.
Right? Games,
stickers,
stickers are
smaller
great.
toys,
Small
sports,
things.
equipment, books, learning activities.
It doesn't have to be big.
It doesn't have to be big.
It could be a deck of cards. It could be dice, right?
Uno is very popular. We have a few Uno games back there. Chess, Cranium, Battleship we were talking about.
These type of things.
That's right.
Catchphrase,
Great
or
for
anything
families.
that you can pass around is the Bop It's. Do you know the Bop It?
I do know the Bop
Oh
It's.
my God, the Bop It. My kids are like, if there was a professional Bop It league, Shiloh could do it, I think.
We'll have to get
He's
some Bop It's in
legit,
there. I love it.
He is legit. I'm not kidding. Whenever I play Bop It, it says, oh, I remember the first time I played Bop It. When Shiloh played, and that's like, it's like hazing me. Shiloh's like 74 or something. I'm like, dude, it's amazing. Like if you've ever played Bop It, let me know if you can beat Shy. We'll have to get him on here one time. But listen, nothing's too big, nothing's too small. And I really truly mean that. Like, you can go to the dollar store, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Amazon. And listen, if you don't want to do this, that's fine too. But this is something we're very passionate about because we know the impact they can have. And I truly believe this is part of helping people in their healthcare journey and plan for the good days ahead, especially as there's important things for doctors and medicine to do. But that idea of giving somebody joy and bringing them hope in that moment, man, I've seen it firsthand, and it's something that I'm super passionate about. And all that we're doing at Game Time and giving back is a big part of our culture here at Integrity. And so, as I said before, Integrity will match 1-for-1 donation on toys. Then Robin and I and my family will also donate as well, 1-for-1. So every gift that you give, it equals 3. Now you talk about the compound effect of what we can do. When you help one family, it's going to ultimately, your impact will have helped 3 people. So Man, I'm excited. I think that we're going to blow right past that 20,000 number, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. Invite your carrier partners, invite your agents to participate. Look at ways that as you're talking to other people, man, like get people involved because people love to give back, and especially to kids, and especially kids in need. So, Mary Elyse, thank you for organizing all this. Thank you for all the hard work that you've been doing. We've been doing some important things with our playground builds, with toy drives, and we've got a lot of other cool things happening. And so thank you for helping us live out our core values of service. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you and your family have a very happy Thanksgiving. I can tell you, on behalf of me and my family, I want you to know how thankful we are for all of you. God bless you and have a great day. Take care.